Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, introducing you to my beginner's guide to Master Ninja on Ninja Gaiden Sigma. This is Chapter 8, Alma Greater Fiend, and we're back in the milky bosom of Tits Aplenty, otherwise known as this bitch with the big massive tits. So, you want to save, you want to go through into the monastery, the Dwarka monastery, and save immediately when you start this level, because if you don't and you die, you will go all the way back to the save point before the Bone Dragon boss. Do not ask me how I know this. Another reason I hate Ninja Gaiden. But this level is actually really easy, because Rachel is extremely strong, and you pretty much just want to counter the enemies and then use the essence to use the UT. If you can't counter or you're getting grabbed a lot, just do the wall runs and come down with the big hammer strikes and you'll kill anything that moves. The only challenging part to this level is you're going to be taking on a bunch of the red fire ninjas, and after you've beaten them there's no checkpoint or anything, so you take that life into the next fight, which is a boss fight with GAMOV, which is the dude with the gun. And if it was just you and him, the boss fight would be easy, but it's not. It's you, him, and a bunch of silver soldiers. So you want to probably use Nimpo against them. If you're going for a no-Nimpo run, you can just counter the enemy, but just be careful. GAMOV does a lot of damage. Rachel does not have the biggest life. And it's just one of those fights where, because they've got guns, you're getting shot a lot, and you can get staggered quite a bunch. And it's just an unnecessarily frustrating encounter that could have been changed, that could have been made a lot more fun than it is. And this is really interesting. This next fight gives you the ability to use Nimpo with Rachel. And on every other difficulty, you take on ogres, which are giant, annoying dudes. This difficulty, you take on one berserker, and this guy is a piece of piss on his own. Wait for him to attack, counter. That is all you have to do. This guy is a pansy, even on Master Ninja. The only time that these fellas are hard is if they come with anything else. If anything else is in the picture, you're in for a tough fight. If it's just this kid, he's a pussy. And I can't understand why they would take away a potentially challenging ogre fight with a bunch of annoying ogres and put in just one of these guys. But I'm grateful, because I would rather fight this guy on any difficulty than fight anything else. Because when there's one of them, spam counter. Nothing he can do. He's just a giant coward. He's got a lot of life though for a coward, so you want to watch that. But as soon as he dies, he's going to drop a lovely glowing patch of land. Pick that shit up. Gets you the ability to use the blades of Ouroboros, or whatever you want to call it, which is the twin serpent-headed snake thing that's eating itself in a perpetual circle of life and death. But be aware, you need to equip the Nimpo, and me, like a retard, completely forgot about that little factorum, and I actually died against the boss because I was trying to use a Nimpo I didn't have equipped, and I was bashing the buttons, and I go into that stubborn phase of, why is this not working? This game is a piece of shit, I'm getting my ass kicked because it's broken, and then I kind of clicked on that I'd not equipped it, and I felt like a real idiot. And you want to avoid that, because there's nothing more frustrating, but the last save point you're going to be able to get is either the save point in front of the Lily door before the boss fight, or it's the Lily door save point. That is the closest one to the boss, so just be aware of that, because that's where you're going to be running all the way to the boss encounter, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. And this is funny, I actually try and wall run to get back up to see what's in that chest, because I kind of got focused on my destination rather than the journey and completely blitzed on it. But just look at how damaging she is. This is Master Ninja, people. This is the hardest difficulty, and she smashes dudes. She's so powerful. It's just a shame that her evade is so weird. If she evaded exactly like Ryu does, I would have no problem using this character. It's the fact that she does that crazy shoulder roll, and she just feels heavy as shit, and I just find it difficult to use her sometimes. But I am a lot more experienced with her than I was before, so she does feel a lot easier now to use. Or you can skip these little vignettes by pressing X, by the way. It doesn't completely skip them, it just teleports you to the other side of the door, so be aware of that. When you come into this room, quickly charge an on-landing ET to kill one of the black soldiers, use his essence to kill his buddies. Nothing too challenging. Just be aware that these guys will block almost everything, and they love to grab. They are really grab happy. They're like those Japanese dudes on those trains that just decide to corner some innocent schoolgirl, and it never ends well. But Here is Muramasa's shop. I would advise buying some of the Nimpo magic replenishers, otherwise known as Great Devil Elixirs, I think, or, oh no, there you go, Elixir of the Devil Way. Buy a couple of those, because every time the enemies spawn in, the easiest way to get rid of them is to use the Nimpo and focus on GAMOV. If you do that, you will have no trouble with this boss fight. If you don't, you're either pretty damn skilled at the game and you want to take it on honourably, or you've got a death wish. But as soon as you get through here, you're going to spawn the red ninja fight, and this is a fight against about 10 of these ninjas, and what will happen is they come at you in groups of 3. As soon as you kill one, another one will run from where you came from to join the pack to start attacking you. So you want to kill one, charge its essence into a UT and kill his friends. You'll notice one of them dropped out of the sky there. It depends on where you are to where they drop in. A lot of them will come from that corner like that guy just did, so if you stay near this wall you can actually charge your UTs before they turn up and you can start to chain kill them. And this is a fight that if you don't do well against GAMOV, you're going to be doing it quite a lot. But the good thing about it is it makes you really comfortable at fighting these red ninjas in this area, because I just abused the wall spam and you abuse the UTs. There's nothing honourable about this fight, there's nothing skillful about it, it's just safe and intelligent ways of defeating a potentially difficult enemy. You just always have to be holding block, because they don't throw the incendiary shurikens like anything on Ninja Gaiden 2 does, but they'll still toss a couple cheeky ones that might catch you out that you need to be wary of. And as soon as you've killed them all, it will trigger a cutscene, and that's when GAMOV is going to turn up. So, this is the GAMOV fight. As soon as it starts, you want to hit your Nimpo. So, there's the Nimpo. 2 soldiers will have turned up, trust me on that. Do not use their essence to UT GAMOV, he's completely invulnerable to them. The technique here is to let him attack you and counter his attack, but you'll notice this is the first time I've ever tried to do it, because I saw it on a video before I tried this, and yeah, I'm not that good at doing it, but once you get his timing down and you learn how to counter him, it is such a useful strategy for this boss fight. This is once again going to be kind of messy. I will be using healing items and I will be using Nimpo, but I will get you through it in the easiest way possible. When you block too much against GAMOV, he will throw you. You can tell when he's going to do his throw, because he does kind of like a commando roll towards you. And he does a lot of damage, so you want to be wary of it. When you do successfully counter him, if he falls down, follow it up with tap Y. Just press Y once, you'll do a quick swift blow that does lots of damage to him. And you want to try and abuse that, but keep countering him, smack him when he's down. I'm getting shot by that guy over there because there's still a soldier. This is where your Nimpo comes in really handy to just clean them up and enable you to focus on GAMOV, because as I've mentioned, if it was just you and GAMOV, the fight would be simple, but it's not. I could have used the essence there from the other soldier to ET his friend, sorry, but I didn't. That's the throw that he tries to do, the roll, and he missed me with it, luckily enough. There's another spawn of enemies. If you're not too sure how the enemy spawns work on the boss fights, it's generally when you deplete a certain amount of life. But what will happen is if you do not kill the enemies, they will never spawn in again. The only problem is you have to contend with more than one enemy, and it's a little bit of a nuisance, but GAMOV will fall extremely fast if you get good at the counter and you just keep using the Nimpo, and it's another simple boss fight. So thanks for watching, people, and you take care now.